This program is brought to you by Hungry Jack's and Bunnings Trade.
G'day punters. Bit of a battle of the minnows here as the Brisbane Bullets take on the Cairns Taipans. Neither of their seasons has gone to plan so far. Cairns, we expected a bit of a development year, but the Bullets had high expectations at the start of the year, but they are on a losing skid and they're coming up against the Taipans team. If you paid attention to the news in Cairns, then you know that Adam Ford gave these guys an absolute rev up. And you know what? I'm going to back Adam Ford to the hills here. I reckon Cairns get this one done as underdogs. He gave them a right and true rev up, and I think they're going to be ready to play. If you want a bit of a buffer here, you can take the handicap as well, but I reckon the Cairns Taipans are going to be here to play, and the best bet in the NBL is always the total points under. I can't see them eclipsing that total with the firepower they have. Enjoy and gamble responsibly.
I'm never off my grind. I'm always on time. I'm ahead of the game. I'm first place. I'm in my prime.
Creek aggressive, went with the right hand and gets it to roll in. Shot clock turned off. Bryce Cotton's time. You've seen this movie before. Bryce takes it inside. The all-time great finish to the quarter.
I ball hard and clutch play. Now let the games begin.
Well, round 10 of the Hungry Jacks NBL continues with a big double-header coming your way here on Saturday Night Hoops. Brisbane against Cairns first up, the Phoenix against Perth, and an all top four clash to come as well. It's the first Queensland derby of the season. And from the Brisbane Entertainment Centre, going to be an entertaining game, I would expect, and plenty of pressure on Taj McCall. I've got Liam Santa Maria and Corey Williams here with me to talk about this game and this Queensland derby. Well, it's important for both teams who have lost their last 3 games each.
Sure is, Case. A lot on the line in this one. And for the Bullets, no Nathan Sobey. Ruled out late, didn't pass his fitness test. His knee's playing up. So others will need to step up. Robert Franks, their star import, he needs to bounce back from a poor performance last week. And there you see the DoorDash starting 5. Lamar Patterson in the middle there at small forward. Corey, he's been more consistent in recent times.
He has. I've been satisfied with his play. Last game he had a real big game, but everybody else needs to show up. This is a big win if they can get it.
17 points a game to be number 6 in the NBL as we welcome in the 4th member of our commentary team, man who won an MVP in the league with the Brisbane Bullets, Derek Rucker. Great to see you again.
And great to see you again, Case. It's been a number of years, but I'm happy to be back on the airwaves with you, my friend. Now, Corey, look, Lamar Patterson is playing much better, but unfortunately, it hasn't led to wins for the Bullets. In fact, anytime he's the leading scorer this season, they've lost the game. I think the key is to get Robert Franks involved early, get him feeling good about himself offensively. He relies on his teammates, Corey, to make him look better. And once he looks better, the Bullets will look better. Secondly, Liam, they've got to get better defensively. James Duncan prides himself on the defensive end. They're giving up a lot of points, especially here at Nissan Arena. They've got to defend the crib a lot better than they have been.
Ruck, what about the Taipans? They're on a 3-game losing streak as well, and they're heavily undermanned today.
Well, look, Casey, I think you're going to have to introduce Corey to your black book because I know Corey doesn't know all the people in this lineup. Look here, the Taipans are severely undermanned, but as we know in this NBL, anything is possible. Coach Ford is really giving it to him, as we've mentioned through the week. All he wants to see is winning effort. He believes Tajir McCall is the leader. He's the type of guy that they can build a culture around. Hey, let's see how it goes today. Saturday afternoon hoops, anything can happen.
Yes, where hard work meets opportunity, good things happen. The DoorDash starting 5 for the Taipans. Hungry, fire up DoorDash and order your game day essentials right now, and they are skinny.
They sure are, but you know what? There's opportunity, and that's what I see with these guys. He gave it to them. And they have to step up, and I think this is going to be a good game. Don't think because they have a lot of outs that Cairns Taipans won't be ready to play.
Well, they had injury problems all year, starting with Scott Machado, and they've answered every challenge. Adam Ford certainly put the heat on them this week in terms of challenging their manhood. He went after them a little, but also included himself, which I like. And I think Adam Ford, he's trying to rev this team up because they all need to produce their best.
Yeah, he just wants them playing harder. You know, there you see the quote. He said it's a question of character. I like the bit at the end there. Needs to see a little bit more killer, a little bit more hunger about the way they go about it. And that's what was giving them some success before they had a little COVID break. That man, Tajir McCall, Ruck mentioned him earlier. He's the key, really. Got to stay out of foul trouble boy, he's got a big afternoon ahead of him. He's got to run the point down one end, get himself and everybody involved, and he's going to have to guard Lamar Patterson down the other.
That man is going to earn that paycheck today.
Well, he's certainly been impressive, top 10 in the competition in scoring and rebounding, Tajir McCall, and leads the competition at 7 assists a game as well, top 10 in steals. So he can do it all, and he has a high energy about him as well, which I love.
Well, they've got a couple of other guys they need to get going. Steven Zimmerman, the other import inside, really quiet last week, just 4 points, 2 rebounds, just 14 minutes. He needs to have a big one today. And Majuk Deng, he's gone a little cold from the perimeter in recent games. Bounce back performance from him just around the corner.
Of course, they've only played the 6 games, the Taipans, 2 and 4 coming in here. Melbourne have played 11 games, Sydney have played 12. And so they're going to be playing catch-up a heck of a lot. But right now, the destiny's still in their hands. And the good news is that hopefully they're going to get Machado back in round 11, along with Mirko Jeric as well.
For these guys, the Bullets, Ruck mentioned Robert Franks. Last week against Southeast Melbourne, 2 points, 2 rebounds. And he's shooting 27% from the field over the last 3 games. Much better than that. And as Ruck said, they need to get him involved early and often.
A 4-6 record. They're 3-3 at home this season. And what a battle between the coaches as well. James Duncan and Adam Ford, teammates last season in Sydney.
Yeah, a couple of years together with the Kings. And of course, Adam Ford given that head coaching job in Sydney over James Duncan. They'll play it down, but you imagine there's some feeling involved there. Both keen to get this win for their team.
Oh, another good crowd in the house as well as we get set to go on this big Saturday night doubleheader. Hungry Jacks NBL in the Queensland Derby. Well, Brisbane have won the last 5 against their Queensland cousins. So going to be a little different to what we normally expect from these teams, with changes to the roster as we get underway. And the Taipans work to the left of your screen and have controlled the tip. And the call by Tanner Krebs at the top of the key. This takes on Kadee. Tough shot, muscles it up, couldn't get it to go. Zimmerman with a piece of it, just knocks it down out of bounds.
It's an interesting matchup. Tanner Krebs just played 3 minutes last game. Tanner Krebs into the starting lineup today, and James Duncan puts him straight to Tajir McCall.
So first out of bounds, and a little discussion about it, but Brisbane are going to come up with possession. And Qual is putting some heat on Jason Kadee, and now they've got Lamar Patterson with it. Patterson guarded by McCall. Strength from Harrison. Down low, here's Kadee. Pass, Franks. Works into the paint, nothing on offer, needs help. Krebs provides it. Shot clock works down to 1, needs to go up. Patterson from deep, caught the front of the rim.
Good defensive possession right there.
Majuk Deng hard back the other way, comes up with the opening score.
Gets the rebound, has an opportunity to push it in transition, and they do exactly that. Good finish. And that's the matchup right there, and that's a real tough matchup for McCall. Let's see if he's up for it. And let's see if, more important, is it going to be effective? He's always up for a challenge.
I like the way Lamar Patterson putting a little pressure on him there. Put early in this first quarter, put it on the deck, put him under the basket. We know Tajir McCall has a tendency to give up early fouls. Lamar Patterson's asking that question.
There's McCall wheeling into the paint, high off the glass, couldn't convert. Franks worked it to his own advantage and then grabbed the rebound. Patterson, Kadee, they're at their best when they're flowing. Outside shot rattled around the rim, wouldn't fall there for Tanner Krebs. So 90 seconds played, Brisbane still looking for their first score. Patterson did a good job there. It's going to be called for the foul in the process. Moved the ball out of court off McCall.
And that's always the biggest thing with key matchups. You want to put pressure on them offensively so they can get that first foul. That's going to soften them up on defense because they don't want to be on that bench.
Zimmerman works inside, kicks the ball outside, all the bottom of the net for Bull Quall.
Fine from Zimmerman. Doesn't get a lot of post touches, the big fella, and made a good decision right there. Found his shooter open in the corner.
Harrison gets it from Patterson. Draws Zimmerman out beyond his comfort zone. Krebs, Nartai working against him. Franks, good position down low. Comes up with Brisbane's first score. It took over 2 minutes.
That's a good offensive set. Running through hands, get the big fella in the right position, get him involved. Good block by Harrison.
Franks back the other way, takes on Machuk Deng. Couldn't convert, gets his own rebound and fended off. Deng there with the offhand and helps himself to 2 more.
I mean, that's a talented player. Nice left hand finish. He goes to the line for 3 the hard way. Energy's picked up. Robert Franks. Talked about it earlier, getting him the ball early, getting him touches, getting him involved. Puts the ball on the deck, misses, gets his own rebound, cleans up his mess. He's got 4.
Tajir Magol, 26 of 36 from the free throw line this season, gets there more than any other player for Cairns. And Taipans enjoy an 8-4 lead at the moment. Frank's the only scorer for Brisbane. Patterson looking to join him. Couldn't get the user-friendly roll. McCall lost it. Fortuitously spills to Quall. And now Machuk Deng, who fires from deep and rattles down another 3.
That'll feel good for Machuk Deng. You hear Adam Ford on the sideline there saying knockdown. He's got confidence in Machuk Deng. 0 of 8 from long range last week. Early knockdown today.
Dame Patterson shut down. McCall, quick outlet pass. Nartai for Bull Quall. He peels off another triple. They've hit 3 threes without a miss, and they've got a double-figure lead after 3 minutes.
And this is what you want to see is Adam Ford challenges his team. Good hit by Kadeem. Cairns have come to play. That's what you want to see when you challenge your players. They come out aggressive like this. Yes, it's a 40-minute game, but this is a great start early for the Taipans.
They've been hot from deep. 3 of 3 from long range. Deng, 29% from deep coming into this game. He knocks down 1. Bull Quall helps himself at 31% to his first. It started a little slow. Warming up very quickly here. Zimmerman got it from Bull Quall. Shot clock works to 10. Nartai wants to join the 3-point party. Off the mark.
Come set it.
Kadee past Quall. Lob it inside. Well, Harrison lost the handle. And Zimmerman, quick outlet pass. The Bull Quall. Now down low, Machuk Deng working on Krebs with a height advantage. Spins baseline away from the help D and earns a trip to the free throw line as we get to Derek Rucker.
And guys, you see early in this first quarter a bit of the things that have been hurting Brisbane in their home games. The inability to finish in the paint, getting good looks. But look, sometimes there is contact down here. They're not getting calls. You got to play through that and find a way to finish. Now, Adam Ford, just prior to the game, was unsure how he was going to finalize his game plan. He was tossing up between direct attacks inside the paint against the Bullets or just letting his fabulous import, McCall, do his thing. And right now, I think we're seeing the latter.
Well, it's certainly been an effective start for the Snakes. And on the flip side, James Duncan, early substitution for Lamar Patterson. He comes out. Tom Digba comes in. They've been caught unawares in defensive transition a couple of times. Just looking for a bit of a spark.
Oh, Digba shut down by Zimmerman. Good defensive pressure from Zimmerman. It's a volleyball spike. He got up high, the big man. No, just 3 of 10 from the field. The Bullets have got problems at the moment. Haven't hit a 3 so far. Here's Kadee down to the baseline, making things happen as he can.
Nice take and finish by Kadee. The defender on his hip. Way to turn the corner and finish.
Yeah, flanking on ball. Hey, 42.
It's been a little quiet offensively the last couple of games. Jason Kadee, just 5 points in each of his last 2, but James Duncan will be looking for him to be more aggressive today. No Nathan Sobey. Kadee starting as the primary ball handler. A couple of early buckets.
Well, Franks gets the rebound off the missed free throw. Muscling his way in from close range, having a good start to the game. He has 6 of Brisbane's 10.
Loving his aggression. He's come to play today. He knew he didn't play good basketball last weekend. 2 points, 2 rebounds. What is that?
Good there, lob pass for Zimmerman. Couldn't get it to go initially, but does on the second occasion, and chance at a 3-point play.
That's it for the big fella. That's what Steven Zimmerman needs to do. Get after it on the offensive glass. Win your team extra possessions. Can't finish the first time, but second time's a charm. And he goes to the strike for the bonus.
Substitutions enter the game. I just want to talk about Keanu Pender. 19-7-6 his last game. He's been playing good basketball.
Kept it alive there off the missed free throw.
Get that out of here.
And McCall rejected by Tyrell Allison.
Blocked by the big fella.
McCall enjoying the contest as well. So the Taipans up 8. Middle stages opening quarter. A nice pass from McCall, got it to Pinder, who immediately has an impact off the bench.
Continuing that good play.
Good, Marshall. Good. That'll be that help. We're not denying.
So they've got the answers so far, the Taipans. Brisbane, well, they're relying on Robert Franks at the moment, and he's getting them all sorts of business. 4 of 5 from the field. He has 9 of their 13. Quick reply is off the mark. They get another opportunity here, the Taipans. Zimmerman, 2-man game there. In Nelson, and getting it done.
Beautifully executed. Nice work by Marshall Nelson there. In the pick and roll, a wing pick and roll with Zimmerman. Beautifully timed drop off. The big fella finishes with the reverse.
A little over 4 minutes out from quarter time. Digbert a little out of control. Pass intended for Franks. Spills out of court. First turnover for Brisbane. Well, in fact, their second turnover. Cairns yet to commit a turnover, and they lead the league in that category.
I'd be really impressed with this first quarter performance from Robert Franks. 9 points, as you say, 4 of 5, and he's just come out aggressive. Looking to make plays close to the bucket, feeling good, then he steps outside.
Pender off the mark. Digbert with the rebound. Franks gets involved. Usually a good sign for Brisbane. Falls into a tough shot there.
44. Whoosh.
Foul going to be called on Nelson.
Member double. Like double. Double.
A second team foul on the Taipans. Already Brisbane with 4 fouls in the game.
Double.
Taipans by 9. Here's Digbert. Big Lou. Poor pass. Wanted Patterson. McCall read it. Cut it out. Zimmerman. Unlikely conveyance from deep. Pinder keeps it alive with the offensive rebound and another 2.
It's just great energy and effort off the bench. Sorry, earlier I gave the wrong numbers. He finished with 15 and 10 last game. But this is the type of energy you want your whole team to be playing with, and they're doing exactly that.
Well, uncharted territory for the Taipans here with a big lead in their last 2 games. Their biggest lead was just 1 point. So to be out here by 11, 3:45 to play, term number 1 as we go into the huddle with James Duncan.
You guys, what do you guys want to do here? You want to play? Because they're just fucking outworking you. They're just outworking you. We're not making hits. Be physical. Be aggressive. That's all it is, fellas. And it'll work itself out offensively. But it starts down here defensively. We need to get stops. PB3. They're going to press. Come set the punch screen. Then we can get into wedge. Here we go. Rebound. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, strong words from James Duncan.
Here we go, one.
If you want to play, he said they're outworking us. And he's right about the need to get stops. What they need is to finish possessions with defensive rebounds. You know, you force Steven Zimmerman to shoot from three, that's a win. You force Keanu Pinder to throw up a brick, but 5 offensive rebounds for the Taipans, and they've been making the most of those extra possessions.
Brisbane to restart inside the last 4 minutes of the opening quarter.
You got that,
First Q clash of NBL22.
Yep. Sorry, my bad.
Both teams desperate to snap a 3-game losing streak here. Madison restarts. Hangs over. Franks. Rid of McCall. Finds Patterson alone just beyond the foul line. Can't convert. Chance for the Taipans here. McCall. Deng. Hands over now. Ingood, and they go back. Deng down on the baseline against Patterson. Forced to the middle. Likes his chances. He's got 9 in the game now. No one has more than Deng.
It's great balance at both ends of the court right now. Good one-on-one post move by Deng over Patterson and right back at you. Going to the hot hand, Robert Franks. 11 points, 5 of 7 from the field.
Patterson scoops up the rebound off the McCall miss and goes coast to coast and comes up with his first score in the game after missing his opening 4 shots.
It's a beautiful take. They need Patterson on the front foot as well. You got Franks going. He's the next guy to have to put points on the board.
Here's Deng in the block, just takes his time, gets to home base and knocks it in, and then Patterson in transition gets himself on the board.
Hey, yo, we're getting out of hustle, and that's my bad. It started with me. Let's go right now, everybody. Energy gotta be up. That's it. Let's go. Communicate the switching. It's gonna be loud. If we're switching it, remember, switching up the shooters. Hey, don't let him beat you down on the floor like that. Hey, next trip down, I want us to go all aboard, but get it into an on-ball, okay? All aboard, into an on-ball. Understood? I want whichever side we go to, the opposite feet to get into the on-ball. But Juki said it best. We can't get out hustled in this last 2.5 minutes. Come on.
Well, there you go, over to you, the Taipans. James Duncan not happy with the hustle, timeout, team responds. Adam Ford and Deng, a similar message there. And I like the play call. All aboard.
I'm aboard. I am on board. Loving the energy in that hustle, in that huddle.
They're getting contributions across the board as well at the moment, the Taipans. 5 scorers so far. Brisbane just 3 scorers. Franks has 11 of their 17. So undermanned with one of some of their big stars, the Taipans are digging deep here. The call will bring them forward once more. A little over 2 minutes out from quarter time. Led by 9. They've scored the first 5 of the game and have led exclusively here as McCall penetrates, found an opening, and off the glass comes up with a finish.
Well, it didn't exactly stop all stations because the ball stayed into Jim McCall's hands. But 2 points nonetheless.
Wigness.
Good work by McCall, fronting on the post.
Doing a good job against Patterson. And now decides to fire over the top. Good option.
That's great defense. It's just better offense. Contest the shot. Knocks it down over that stretched hand.
Nelson hands over to McCall. By Moss, one way, back the other, spinning. Ball slipped out of his hands. 5 on the shot clock as we get to Derek Rucker.
Hey, well, both coaches came into the game with great intentions of being solid defensively. That's out the window. Sometimes you just got to adjust and play basketball. Now you got to do whatever it takes to win this basketball game.
Lob pass, Nartai has to get busy, reaching in. Hands there from Deng.
111.
Definitely no defense by Brisbane. Cairns have 28 points
We're on the baseline.
in the first quarter with A little over a minute left in this one. Minute 42. Just under 2 minutes left.
Can't run.
The Bullets challenged here early by the Taipans, and Wigness will bring them forward against Marshall Nelson. Again, active hands, good pressure, and he's coughed it up, forced the error. Oh, losing the handle as well there was Keanu Pinder. All out of court, and we'll restart.
Just great on-ball pressure by Nelson.
Great job, great job, great job.
And as you hear Coach Forty telling him, great job. That's what you want to do. You're not going to be out there long, so make your presence felt.
Guys, looks good.
The Taipans have had the better of this, and they will restart. Enjoying a 9-point advantage. This is Bull Quoll. Decides to go solo. Penetration high off the window. Forced into a tough shot. Never looked likely as Jason Kadee brings the Bullets back up the floor. Franks picks up the dribble. Wigness. Now Kadee. Dane Franks worked into a double team. Wigness in the corner fires the three, wouldn't work, and the rebound belongs to Bull Quoll.
Okay, so here's my thing, man. Who's been scoring pretty much at will in this quarter?
Robert Franks.
Why is he all the way by the NBA 3? Run an offensive set, God, what is that?
God damn it!
That's what I'm saying. But get him the ball on the block. He's been getting busy. You guys are going away from that.
There he is from long range in transition. Good find. Get that man the ball.
14 points.
He stepped into the open three there, but you're right. That early play, cross screen down low, get it to him in the block. They found him sealed up in transition. More of that for the Bullets in the second quarter.
Shot clock 6 seconds inside the game clock as we head toward quarter time. Deng firing once more, can't convert, so a chance for Brisbane to have the last say here. Kadee decides to fire from the half-court circle, and that's why he fills up the triple on the buzzer. Nice way to finish the opening quarter. They trail by as many as 13, Brisbane, but they're back to within 5. It's Cairns 30, Brisbane 25 from Nissan Arena. Stay with us here on the Hungry Jacks NBL. Well, it took the Brisbane Bullets more than 2 minutes to get scoring, but once they started, oh, they got better and better. And right at the end, Jason Cadee fills it up from long range. He has 7 on 3 of 3 shooting, and Brisbane back in the frame. Tonight's winner of the $50 Kmart gift card is Taryn Kendall. This is Owen. He's 6 and started playing in the Aussie Hoops program this year after being inspired by watching the NBL. He looks like he's ready to go. He means business, doesn't he?
He does. And the Bullets mean business after a bit of a slow start. Good response from Brisbane in front of their home fans. They got down by 13 and 12-4 run to finish that quarter.
So Brisbane, first chance, Patterson can't convert. Nartai the long rebound. Here's Majuk Deng. The open court, wanting to back down the smaller Cadee. Nartai, McCall, back to Nartai. They want to get Deng involved once more. Harrison lurking for the double team. Cadee, active hands. Took it away from him.
Great hands by Cadee. Good double team.
So here's Patterson muscling his way in. Overdid it from close range. Harrison just can't get into the game at the moment. Feed the ball outside and trying to draw contact as well. Couldn't get a whistle, but came up with a triple nonetheless there, Bull Quoll.
Those transition threes that are hurting Brisbane. Quoll, that's his second. He's caught in transition. Didn't hesitate, knocked it down.
Cadee shakes McCall. The floater, all good. 9 points now for Jason Cadee.
Brisbane Bullets are such a better team when Jason Cadee is on the front foot offensively.
Zimmerman, top of the key. Shot clock to 10.
Roll, baby!
McCall, what a good screen. Just casually works into the paint and comes up with a finish.
As casual as you want to see it.
Hey, Marshall, 1 minute. You got
That man is tough when he gets in the paint.
90 seconds played. Second quarter action. Cairns by 8. Krebs with it against Nartai. Shot clock to 10. Down to the baseline, confronted by Zimmerman. Nothing on offer right here, and he's forced into a tough shot again. Good defensive pressure provided by the Taipans. They want the ball up forward quickly. Zimmerman did well to reel that in. Nartai turns it down to get Bull Quoll. A wide open 3, and he comes up with the finish.
And it's cooking from behind the land of plenty. Good ball movement.
Double figure lead once more. The Cairns Taipans. This is Harrison. Just the 1 shot so far. Just 1 rebound as well. Ball bounces back to him. Shot clock to 3. Going to be a tough shot. Patterson, one way, back the other. McCall in his face, and he helps himself to the 2.
That is a tough shot. Made something out of nothing there. Patterson, if you're the Taipans, tip your hat.
Taipans self-inflicted wounds have coughed it up again. Krebs in the open court comes up with his first points in the game.
Taipans in the first quarter have done a great job taking care of the ball. They had 1 turnover. They're up to 3 right now.
Here's McCall. Decides to fire the 3 and comes up with the finish as well.
He's trying to keep the defense honest. Lamar Patterson slips under the screen as per the scout. And to Jim McCall takes advantage from long range.
2 of 19 from deep.
And that was nothing but net.
11%. No wonder they were inviting him to try his luck, and he gets it to go. And here's Krebs once more, creating off the dribble. Entertaining affair. Chuk Deng decides to go solo. Off the mark, Harrison the rebound. 3.5 minutes played here in the second. It's Cairns by 8.
Get on the rim, get on the rim, get on the rim. He's pushing it.
Patterson muscling his way in. Quick release. Harrison bounces into Zimmerman. From behind, McCall got a piece of it, but he stayed with it, Harrison. Couldn't finish though. Cadee. An awkward off-balance situation there, but he's got it back now and wants to draw contact. Foul on Bull Quoll is going to be his second.
Tyrell Harrison just couldn't get it done. Down low, good contest from Zimmerman. This is Patterson late in the shot clock. Beautiful, and this McCall. I love that. Yes, you're not shooting the ball well this season, but you got to keep the defense honest. Get it up there. If they slip underneath, if you knock one down, maybe you can build some confidence. That's nice from Tajir McCall. And Jason Cadee down this end, he's the master. As soon as he feels a little bit of contact, as he attacks the rim, he maintains that contact. He'll wrap you up, keep you touching him, and he's able to get himself to the stripe.
McCall, 4 of 8 from the field, 10 points, 4 rebounds, and a couple of assists. Lamar Patterson, 6 points. A couple of rebounds himself. Keep an eye out on that matchup. McCall is wearing them like a cheap suit. But Lamar Patterson has come up with a couple of big shots.
McCall, 10 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of assists as well. This time couldn't finish it. Zimmerman is there to clean up.
And those are rebounds. Brisbane have to get 4 people in the paint. Got to come up with that.
Kadee, excellent opening, wanted Harrison too much on the pass for him to handle it. McCall.
Too nice transition.
Stepping his way through, getting beyond the defender and coming up with a finish.
Light work, one-on-one in transition. He is slicing and dicing. Beautiful Euro step. Excuse me. As I go to the line for 3 the hard way.
Impressive work as we go courtside to Derek Rucker.
And guys, it's the transition buckets that are just killing the Bullets right now. The Taipans are doing it in a number of ways. We saw that outstanding Euro from McCall right there. They're getting transition threes, lead passes up the floor. The Bullets, that's just an effort thing, guys. They got to get back, tag, match up, whatever you want to call it, and find a man. And they've got to really limit those early opportunities and get themselves back in this game.
Opened up an 11-point edge here. Ding. Couldn't get it done. McCall with support. Under pressure. Marshall Nelson couldn't get it done.
That's a great call from right courtside. They've been really asking questions of Brisbane's transition D, the Taipans, as the Bullets do in reverse right there.
Isaiah Moss comes up with his first score in the NBL. Just his 3rd game. Started slowly with the injury problems, but his best is certainly entertaining. Again, Taipans coughed it up here. Digbo, Kadee.
Rob.
Shake Nelson firing a tough shot. Kadee is putting on all sorts of tricks tonight.
Oh, he was trying to get the whistle there. Kadee, again, felt the contact, tried to get the call. Instead, just drills it.
Oh, good pass.
Zimmerman. Done. Adam Ford wanted a whistle, as you can hear in the background. Corey.
Marshall Nelson dropping dimes out there.
A little over 4 minutes out from halftime. Kadee off the mark. First miss from deep. His 14 points. Equal high scorer in the corner. Shot wouldn't tumble there for Nelson. Digba with it. Deng. And Moss just wheeling confidently off the screen and knocking down the triple. Back to a 5-point game here.
Nice to see Isaiah Moss knock that down. Comes in with a reputation, ability to shoot the ball. There's Kadee. Felt the contact. Rose up, and then here they run some nice action. Little dribble handoff for Isaiah Moss. And he steps in for his first triple of NBL22.
Technical foul has been assessed on Adam Ford here. He's getting vocal. So, seesawing affair. Every time Taipans get out to a double-figure lead, Brisbane come back, but now they've closed it to within 5. It's certainly been entertaining. Both teams shooting the ball at 50% from the field, 43% and above from deep. And again, player input this time from Tajir McCall in the Cairns huddle. And of course, as we know, they're doing it tough at the moment, the Cairns Taipans, with all sorts of injury problems. Here you see it. Scotty Machado hopefully back from that heel injury in round 11. Nate Chawai was the last to go out. He was expected to play his 200th game. But unfortunately, injury has stopped that. Portnoy, his knee problem, still a little unsure of that. Mirko Jeric could be back from the calf injury in round 11. And Jared Kenny back spasms have kept him out. That's tough.
That is a big list of outs. And all guys that are a part of your rotation. As Adam Ford and the officials chatted out.
One shot. Don't line up. Jordan, don't line up.
We call for a stop.
But Adam Ford called for the guys that are healthy.
He's looking at me like I can go fuck myself.
Oh, jeez. They are really talking it through. I tell you, he's got his response. He's a fiery guy, Adam Ford. You got a little taste of it right there in your lounge room. And he served it up to his squad during the week, as we spoke about pre-game. Good response, 48 points on the board. We got the lead as we make our way towards half-time. And his key guys, Majuk Deng, Tajir McCall, Stephen Zimmerman, Bull Quall, all stepping up.
Let's get to Derek Rucker courtside.
Well, you can see right now, Case, the sheer numbers that Brisbane have are starting to wear the Taipans down. Bull Quall says, no, thank you. I'm going to hit this three. But the Bullets are making their way back into the game, just wearing them down. They're going to run a play here for Isaiah Moss, looking for a three.
Here he is with it. Nartai right there. Oh, and he found a way to penetrate and gets inside for a three that way.
They ran him off that three-point line. He put the ball on the deck. Great. Showing up ability to split that screen. Good finish. I've been waiting for this young man to get healthy. I'm sure Brisbane have as well, but he's come in with a big pedigree with shooting the ball. Good to see him putting the ball on the deck, mixing it up.
Well, Corey, he's one of my athletes that I work with on the Bullets. Outstanding guy, has sustained 2 hamstring injuries and then caught COVID. Now he's just working his way back in the lineup. I'm biased, obviously. I worked him out on Thursday. He looked really good. And let me tell you, he is an elite shooter of the basketball player and an elite character guy.
Averaged 21 a game for Otago in the New Zealand Basketball League last season. Got some good numbers. A lob pass, had too much on it there from McCall. Turnover number 5 now for the Taipans, including 4 in this quarter.
Brisbane bringing it on defense.
Patterson. We've got away from Quall. Comes back for seconds. Shot clock rolls to 6. Patterson penetrating. Whistle on the play from Mark Hill. Free throws to come here for the Brisbane Bullets.
Good take from Patterson. James Duncan got crazy on the sidelines. Thought it should have been a flop warning on Bull Quall. I like it when Patterson gets on the attack. Gets himself to the free throw line there. His first trip to the stripe tonight.
Only a 65% free throw shooter this season, Lamar Patterson. His career clip is 74% in the Hungry Jacks at NBL. But this season he's just had problems from the free throw line, as we're seeing there. And of course, no Nathan Sobey tonight. You'll miss a player. Top 10 scorer, top 10 assists. And so much heart and spirit that he brings to this team. But right now, Brisbane are hanging tough. They're back to within 3 after being down 11 in this quarter.
Defensively, they brought it. See, they've extended the pressure full court. Cairns have done a really good job in the first quarter taking care of the ball. Second quarter, they're up to four turnovers.
This is McCall with it. Shot clock to single digits. On the floater. Shut down. Brisbane's certainly lifted their intensity at the defensive end. Here's Franks. Hasn't taken a shot since quarter time. Good problems. Gets it over to Patterson. Isolated against Zimmerman. He's even licking his lips here as he goes to work and helped himself to 2 more.
I knew that was all bad. There was no help. Patterson feeling bouncy and good. It's all bad for Zimmerman and Cairns that possession.
Back to a 1-point ball game. Both teams at the half century here prior to half-time. Can't complain about that on Saturday Night Hoops in the Hungry Jack NBL. Ball shut down. Great defensive work again from the Bullets. They've stopped Cairns in their tracks here, and they've hit the lead for the first time in the game.
Good take from Deng Deng in transition, and it starts down the other end of the floor. Tom Digba coming across to send that shot away and spark the Bullets in transition. And Deng Deng took his time with it. probed his way into the lane and then finished through the contact.
One only.
Let's go to Derek Rucker.
And look at this lineup, guys, the Bullets have out there. They've got shooting, they've got natural basketball, IQ, and talent. First time we've seen this lineup all season. Has James Duncan found something? The Taipans are starting to wear down. The energy doesn't feel as high as it was early.
A terrific fight back from Brisbane. They were down 13 in the opening quarter, down by as many as 11 here in the second, and they're on top 90 seconds out from half-time. 28-point quarter so far, and Van Zimmerman's lost it again, and the pressure from Franks was outstanding. They have worried Cairns out of their comfort zone here.
And that's exactly what James Duncan called for. He asked his team in the first time out, do you guys want to play? Do you want to win? And they've come out and answered. Starts on the defensive end. Good effort in this quarter by Brisbane.
Into with the active hands, knocks it down. 13 on the shot clock here for Brisbane, who scored the last 9 points in the game. Tom Digger will restart. Next star uses Franks. Still yet to take a shot in this quarter, Robert Franks. He was 6 of 8, had 14 points in the opening quarter, the most of any player in a quarter this season. Came up empty there. They just need a percentage play here, the Taipans. And that's coughed it up again. Kadee in the passing lane. Had 6 turnovers in this quarter, Cairns, after having 1 in the opening quarter. And Kadee goes on with it. An offensive foul called on the Brisbane.
And it's their Achilles heel case. The turnovers for the Taipans lead the league in turnovers. So Jim McCall leads the league individually, and he's thrown a few away here in this second quarter. As the Bullets churn up their defense, they keep things a little bit more in the half court. All of a sudden, the Taipans pushing a little bit, trying to create something out of nothing, and they're throwing the ball away.
Brisbane have outscored Cairns 18 points to 5 in the last 4 minutes. Come from 11 down. Took 5 to 3. That's off the mark, and Harrison, with support from Digper there, grabs the rebound. And it is dried up for the Snakes. Brisbane getting stronger the longer the game goes. Shot clock 7 seconds inside the game clock. Kadee. Hicks outside. That's a tough shot. Knockdown taking it as well. Couldn't get a whistle though, Franks. Brisbane with fouls to give here.
Good defense by McCall. But there is where I would love to see again an offense ran for Robert Franks to have him catch it in the post. They've gone completely away from it. Great defense by Brisbane fighting back, but I'd like to see him get more touches in the post in the second half.
So a chance for McCall here. Heading toward half-time. Muscles his way inside. Would not be denied, and he's off to the free throw line.
I mean, it's too easy for him one-on-one. Once he sees any kind of real estate, he's getting to that paint. Nobody stops the ball. They stop it too late. He takes the hit. Goes to the line now for 2. You got to pick him up early, and you got to rely on help.
Picked up the slack here in the second quarter with his team just drying up at the offensive end. Jim McCall has now got 15 in the game, including 10 in this quarter out of the 23 that his team has been able to come up with. Timeout called by Brisbane, 2.6 on the clock. They'll advance the ball, draw up a play here to try and break the deadlock at half-time.
This is always quite fun. Get a little insight into what players these head coaches have in their playbook. 2.6 on the clock, a timeout, advance the ball. I have the ability to advance it here in the second quarter. I don't think so.
Jakes, you're here. Isaiah, you're here. Okay, you guys cross, run. You're gonna screen for Robo. Robo, you're going to pop out to the three-point line. You have plenty of time to shoot it. Or Ty, you're going to seal him, and maybe we have a real pass to Ty. A Ty at the basket, all right? Brady, you can run the baseline. You can run the baseline, all right? Here we go.
What's up, 3? 1, 2, 3.
There you go. There's the play from James Duncan, and we had the all-aboard play call from Adam Ford earlier in the game. This one's Brady, because it's going to be a quarterback-style pass up the floor. Try to find Robert Franks on the arc, and then he has a decision to make. If it all goes to plan, shoot it or find Tyrell Harrison underneath.
The last play of an entertaining first half. Highest scoring first half for the NBL22 season, with both teams above the half century. And a white ball.
Blown up by the defense. Hands here from Majuk Deng. And that's going to go back to the Taipans.
Who do you want me to pick? I know who you want me to pick.
So 1.2 seconds left on the clock here. Majuk Deng, been good so far. One of 3 Cairns players in double figures. Well, let's have 2. Deng with the restart. Norton Nartai just bobbled the pass. Had it spent before he controlled it. So the first half will conclude, and we are tied away at 53 apiece. Good fight back from Brisbane, who found themselves down double figures in the first and second quarters, but they're back on level terms here. After being down by as many as 13, it's a good result, Corey.
Very good result. They finished the second quarter on an 18-7 run. As you said, they were down double digits in both quarters. It starts on the defensive end. Great fight back.
Adam Ford with his trials as well, picking up a technical foul in that second quarter as we get courtside to Derek Rucker.
All right, I'm here with Tajir McCall. 15 points at the half. You guys jumped out strong. They made a good fight back, but you leveled at the half. What are your thoughts on that one?
Turnovers. Turnovers leading to easy baskets. I'm turning the ball over way too much, and it's not even dead ball turnovers, it's live ball turnovers, and they're getting a lot of easy shots. We can stop a lot of those baskets they're getting if we just lock in and stop the turnovers.
You guys had a bit of time off. How are you feeling physically? Is your conditioning up to speed? Because this is a high-paced game.
Have to be professionals. It don't matter how I'm feeling.
All right, have a good halftime. I'll see you in the second half.
Thank you so much.
Tajir McCall there with Derek Rucker. 15 points in the first half for McCall. But Brisbane back on level terms after a slow start. The Q-Clash is certainly living up to all expectations. Trust you're enjoying the first of our double-header here on Saturday Night Hoops. We've got the Phoenix and Perth to follow. But right now, Brisbane and Cairns locked away at 53 at halftime. More right after this. Welcome back to Saturday Night Hoops, the Hungry Jacks halftime highlights, and there have been plenty. This is high-scoring, up-tempo. Cairns jumped out of the blocks, scored the first 5, led by as many as 13 in the opening quarter. Brisbane playing catch-up, got that on the quarter-time buzzer, and Jason Gadee has been cooking. He has 15, and Robert Frank's 14 in the opening quarter really set the platform for Brisbane. Really good contest here, the Queensland Derby, Corey.
100% correct. I'm loving what's happening. I know the fans and the viewers are loving this seesaw battle. Both teams have come to play. Cairns came out, hit hard first. Robert Franks got involved. Derek Rucker called for it. It's been a seesaw battle. It's been great to watch.
It's been outstanding. Really impressive work. Both teams shooting a high clip from the field as well. And as you can see, well, they've been good from deep and good contest all round. It's hard to believe that at one stage they led by as many as 13. Brisbane just getting their noses in front for the first time deep in the second quarter. Sets it up for what should be a tremendous second half.
Yeah, I mean, Cairns came out shooting the ball very well. Buku Owl is 5 for 5 with 15 points from the land of plenty. They came out to play, but Brisbane in the second quarter defensively stamped this game in this half. They were, what do you say? Brisbane was down 11 points in the second quarter and finished the second half on an 18-7 run. Great defense. Cairns did a really good job early in the game, controlling the tempo, taking care of the ball, and bringing it on defense. But in the second quarter, they turned the ball over way too much. Tajir McCall playing real good basketball, but 4 turnovers in that second quarter, and now the scores are level.
Fatigue could be a factor as well. McCall did not sub out during that first half. Let's dig a little deeper as we send it over to Liam Santamaria in the Analysis Centre.
Yeah, thanks, Case. Corey was talking about it. Defence from the Bullets in that second quarter restricted the Taipans to just 7 points in the last 5.5 minutes of that term. And what they did is they stepped up their pressure. Here you see early in that first quarter, the Taipans, no ball pressure from the Bullets. Look at this, everywhere. They can just move the ball around, get it to wherever they want. No ball pressure on Steven Zimmerman at the top. And then when they get into this pick and roll here, let's pause it, have a look. We always see this with the Bullets, the drops coverage here from Tyrell Harrison. Oh, we've got too many buttons happening there. And you see, here's the big fella right here. Look at the space that's available here for Tajir McCall to attack. And of course, he takes advantage, gets in and sticks the floater. Well, Ruck pointed it out in that second quarter. James Duncan went to a smaller lineup and they increased the pressure. Here's what he started to find. Similar action, smaller lineup on the floor. And look, pause it right here and have a look at this ball pressure here from Robert Franks. This is much different. He's getting up on Steven Zimmerman, Zimmerman making life tough. Then they get into the dribble handoff, or the on-ball here for McCall. So this is the same type of situation. Here's Robert Franks in the same kind of drops coverage here, but instead of just sinking back towards here, he holds his line, he contests that shot, and they get a stop. The Bullets are off to the races. And then the third clip you'll see again, the benefit of having Robert Franks as the small ball 5, they get a little bit more pressure. All of a sudden, he is right up and in here, Robert Franks, getting all over Steven Zimmerman, and that's a big tick because the result is a turnover and the Bullets can get things happening. So James Duncan's found something there with a smaller lineup and some increased ball pressure.
Did a great job, didn't they, of shutting them down because they scored only 5 points in the last 4 minutes of that first half there, the Cairns Taipans. And Brisbane not known for their defence. They give up more points than any other team. Derek Rucker courtside. That's an improved display at the defensive end from Brisbane.
It certainly was, and one of the other slight adjustments they did was they iced all the wing ball screens, meaning they pushed the ball handler away from the screen, and then they really loaded up the split line. He wanted 3 men on the split line, and you're able to do that when you go with a smaller, more athletic lineup who can recover on skip passes much quicker. Now, look, I expect this type of display from Brisbane in the second half. And Cairns need to make this thing a little bit ugly now. Rhythm started to be a factor for Brisbane. They were feeling good. Kadee's knocking down shots. Isaiah Moss finally has found his feet in this league. And now Cairns need to pull it back, scrap it up, and see if they can turn the momentum coming out of the second half.
Love your work, Derek. Great to have you there at courtside and analysing this for us. 53 apiece here at the moment between Brisbane and the Cairns Taipans. Big second half is coming your way. Trust you're going to stay with us here on what is going to be a big night, a double header. Of course, we've got first the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix against Perth, who are third, still to come after this second half. But the Latrobe Financial Sharp Shot. And, of course, you're going to get that a little later as well. And for Bunnings, well, win a court promotion. You too can play like a pro thanks to Bunnings Warehouse, who are giving you the chance to win your very own court at home. Enter now at win.wnbl.com.au/Bunnings.
I only worked on shooting, which is why that's really all I can do.
I had a basketball hoop and a little trampoline. I used to play back there for hours with my brother and get beat up a lot, but it was a lot of fun in the meantime.
My dad built one, so I had a little bit of like a half court going on, and that made my life the best, so I could never complain as a kid.
That was kind of like our sanctuary, our getaway from everything.
All set to go from Nissan Arena in Brisbane. Second half action in the Q Clash. Queensland Derby. And it is locked away at 53, and the Taipans with the possession arrow to get us underway in the third quarter. And led for the vast majority of the game. And Natai, the open look, flatlined the three. Zimmerman kept it alive though. Good wrestle down low between Majuk Deng and Franks, and Deng wrestled his way out of there and got the two.
That's excellent execution from the Taipans out of the huddle. They found the open shooter in the corner, didn't knock that down, and then nice high-low bounce pass from Zimmerman, setting up Deng.
Here's Patterson looking inside for Harrison. Had a tough night in terms of offensively. That'll help his confidence as he comes up with the finish and his first score.
Good execution by Brisbane as well in the high percentage play.
Oh, Zimmerman with the target there from McCall. And they draw contact and free throws to come here for the Taipans.
When this man gets a full head of steam and turns that corner, great things happen for the Taipans.
You see the Taipans again attacking that drops coverage of Tyrell Harrison. He's just getting so deep to Jim McCall, able to make decisions, shoot the floater, set up the big fella.
Read the paper, whatever he wants to do.
He's only a 50% free throw shooter this season. Zimmerman as well, 5 of 10 coming into this game. Brisbane fans can smell something. And it's burgers. Hungry Jacks code word is zone. All of Queensland. How about that? Here's Patterson playing with 3 fouls. Retreats to Krebs. Bounces into Ngatai, uses Kadee. Shot clock rolls to 5. Behind the back, Harrison did well to reel that in. Couldn't finish from close range though, and Zimmerman grabs the rebound. Number 9 for him to lead that category. And here's the man who hasn't missed from deep at the moment, and he's now a perfect 6 of 6 from long range. He's never hit more than 3 in a game.
Listen, you talking about cooking. That stove is on blast. Something good is in that kitchen on that stove.
Great defensive battle down there between Zimmerman and Harrison as well.
Again, good execution here from the Taipans. Doesn't happen by accident. They run a play, and Jordan Ngatai makes the contact with that final screen. Bawal, catch and shoot.
6 of 8 overall. And 6 of 6 from deep. He's got more threes than Brisbane has as a team. Patterson. Not a lot of time left on the clock. Needs to get something happening. Steps outside the arc and helps himself to his first triple of the game.
Very impressive. He's hitting some tough shots with good defense on him. Some real good form. Patterson. Right back at you.
My. That is 9 from 19 from three-point territory now for the Taipans. The Bullets having all kinds of trouble guarding the three-point line.
Well, Harrison got the loose ball and from close range adds another 2. Well, high-octane stuff. It's been entertaining, and McCall's coughed it up again. Just showed a little too much of it to Robert Franks, who wants to go coast to coast. He draws a foul off to the free throw line.
Another turnover. That's turnover number 5. But this right here, this matchup's a whole lot of work. He's getting a whole lot of in and outs, herky-jerkies. Good contested shot, good make, and right back at you. Dang. Look, quietly, not even quietly. 14 minutes of action, 18 points, 6 of 6 from the 3. This is the rookie of the year, Bokwa.
One shot.
Wow, jeez.
And he's locking up on defense.
It's early.
Who else you got rookie of the year? Talk to me.
Luke Travers is going to get in that conversation.
Luke Travers
ain't
on the court to get in action.
Yeah. He's finding it a little tricky. We'll see him later this afternoon. Teams are playing off him, giving him opportunities to shoot, but certainly Bull Qual has been really, really impressive.
A revelation, hasn't he? Let's go to Derek Rucker courtside.
Liam, I don't know why you're mentioning something about being too early to Corey. He does not care about when he makes a statement, a prediction, or he makes some type of lifelong, honor. He does not care whether it's Bryce Cotton, whether it's Bull Quiet, it doesn't matter. He's going to go for it and deal with the repercussions later.
That is true. we're just trying to keep him accountable here, right?
I hear you.
Umajuk Deng knocks down another. 18 in the game for him on 7 of 11 shooting, and Cairns retakes the lead.
Did Majuk Deng just look at James Duncan after hitting that shot?
I think he might have heard something from...
I think he might have heard something.
Right back at him.
He's got it again here right in front of the Brisbane bench. And drawing contact. Franks picks up the foul. It's going to be his second.
Juk Deng, after 10 points last game, he's up to 18, 7 of 11.
Yeah, they really needed him to heat back up, Juk Deng. You know, when they were really playing well a month or so ago, he was firing. Most improved player in the league at that point we were talking about. And this has been a bit quiet the last couple of games, but back at it today.
Bull Quoll past Moss, drawing foul.
James Duncan's turned quite quick early to that smaller lineup that Ruck highlighted in that first half, and we spoke about at half-time. Franks is the undersized 5. Deng Deng out there as the 4. Deng Deng, the Bullets have outscored Cairns by 16 points during his 9 minutes on the floor. Make that 15.
The X is out for Wakanda. He just threw it up. He is feeling it.
Brisbane have had all the answers, but they have to find a few more at the moment because the Taipans are shooting the lights out here. Here's Digba. Adam Ford thought he travelled right in front of the Cairns bench.
Just giving him a little too much space. Juk Deng, he's making him pay. A little pin down there from Pinder. Franks tries hard to recover, but he is really feeling good now. Juk Deng, 20 points, 8 of 12 from the field.
Tom Digba to the free throw line. He's averaging just 1 point a game in the 9 minutes that he's played. He's involved in 8 of the 10 games this season coming into tonight for Brisbane. He's shown glimpses of what he can do, but we certainly haven't seen his best as yet.
A whole lot of basketball left to be played. Hopefully he continues to develop, get that confidence. Coach plays him. He produces when he gets his minutes.
Bull Quoll dribbling into a trap here. Eventually they break it down. Here's the danger man. This time Juk Deng is off the mark. Moss the rebound for Kadee. Chance of Brisbane to retake the lead. 4 minutes played in the third quarter. Seesawing affair from Nissan Arena.
There we go, got it.
And Adam Ford's pretty happy about that. It was a play phase too late, but eventually got the call he was after.
What he likes is his team executing the scout. You've seen it throughout the game. Every time Tom Digba comes out there, they're playing off him. They're giving him an opportunity to shoot if he wants to, but he doesn't. Not confident from out there. And so, short close out there, force a moment of indecision, and the turnover results.
So Tajir McCall will bring the Taipans forward. He's yet to score since half-time. Deng, the go-to man at the moment, fires the 3, caught the front of the rim, loose ball spills to Franks. Kadee will slow it down. He's looking to retake the lead. Digba. Back to Kadee. Shot clock rolls to single numbers. Deng down in the low block, helps himself to the 2.
Tough. Turn around, mid-range shot on that baseline.
McCall, Deng, a little 3-point happy since half-time. More than half their shots have come from beyond the perimeter. This time they go inside, but somehow Tajir McCall makes it happen.
I mean, that's just one of the better penetrating guards we have in this league, and even tough finish in the league. And listen, you got to find that man.
4 of 4 from the field. Isaiah Moss, 11 points. Becomes the 4th Brisbane player in double figures. Bullets have never led by more in the game. Is Deng taking them on, drawing a foul on Deng. Going to be his 3rd personal.
We spoke about Adam Ford, happy with his squad executing the scout defensively on Tom Digba. The flip side of that is mistakes like this. Isaiah Moss, keep an eye on him on this side of the floor, number 4, and the switch is late. Late contest, and Isaiah Moss just needs a moment of airspace, and he knocks it down.
Derek Rucker.
We got 3 guys shooting the ball exceptionally well right now from the perimeter. Moss, Juk Deng is shooting it well. and so is Qual. Now, these guys have to be smart. Don't force the jumper every time. Show that ball to the defender, and now you can start making plays at the hoop, getting the opposition in foul trouble, making plays for your teammate. Now you got to use that heat to your advantage.
100% D-Rock, and with Brisbane, with 4 fouls, you would want to attack the basket.
"15 years, 411 games in the NBL. MVP in his rookie season in 1990 with Brisbane. That's what you get when you bring Derek Rucker to the table. You get that sort of expertise, but Majok Deng tonight's been great.
He has. He's been just bounced back into form, Majok Deng, getting on the attack early in transition, get himself going close to the basket, and then they gave him a little space on the perimeter. He said, hold on, don't you know who I am? I can knock that down. A little work in the post. Continuing to ask for the whistle. He hasn't been getting it, but short closeouts. He'll punish them, Majok Deng, once he gets going. And so, as a result, he's the game-leading scorer with 22 points, 8 of 14 from the field. They knew coming in, with all those guys out, Majok Deng was going to need to put points on the board. As a result, they're right in this thing.
It's been entertaining to watch as well. Back in action next Saturday against the Hawks. Cairns, with this ever-fluctuating draw that we have at the moment, but this has been impressive. Great to watch. Yet to win on the road this season, the Taipans, and Brisbane have had their number, having won the last 5 clashes.
You can still run. Here we go.
69 apiece. Middle stages of the third. Great way to kick off Saturday night hoops. Phoenix and Perth to come a little later. This is Kadee. Shot clock rolls to single numbers for him. He was patient, went for Moss, and caught it short. Gets after the rebound though. Wrestle. And they've pulled a foul on Moss. Free throws to come here for the Taipans. We're going to walk to the other end of the floor. Mitigating circumstances there for Moss a little. So we've got 4 minutes and a bit left on the clock here. The Taipans trying to just exploit this foul problem that Brisbane have. You understand James Duncan's concerns here, but
he's unhappy, sure, but you know,
they're both going on the ground for the ball.
Yeah, they were both going for it, but Keanu Pinder was standing still.
Then we just sitting here and let him take it?
And Isaiah Moss ran him
They're
over.
both diving on the floor for the ball. Every other time you guys would say jump ball or direction.
Keanu Pinder to the free throw line. He too is only 54% free throw shooter this season. But averaging 8 points, 5 boards, and 1 block a game. He's delivered. He breaks the deadlock a little over 4 minutes out from three-quarter time. And Moss with it on a Digba, who wasn't real keen on doing the ball carrying, and now they've coughed it up because McCall was awake to it.
Get out, Keanu, get out!
See that they were a little nervous. Tried the floater, couldn't get it initially. Stays with it, ball dislodged. Zimmerman from close range can't get it. Pinder says, get out of the way and I'll finish it.
Doing a real good job in this game with the minutes that he's gotten. Again, just that extra energy and effort.
Well, this is a real arm wrestle at the moment. Kansas scored the last 5 here. A delay of game warning called on the Taipans. But it's settled down to a real contest. Neither team can really stamp their authority on the game. It's back and forward. Both teams at around 50% from the field. It's been entertaining. Well, Digba lost control, but dislodged Nartai. Moss to beat. This goes on with it, but Moss wasn't buying it. Knocks it out of court. Great battle.
Good effort from Moss. Send that away from Jordan Nartai, but credit Bull Qual down the other end. His ball pressure on Tom Digba, forcing that turnover, and that's when the Taipans are at their best, when they're getting after it defensively. And there, Isaiah Moss putting out the fire.
We've spoken about Cairns being without some of their players through injury, of course. Brisbane undermanned tonight as well. Drimmick, Salt, McKinnon all out with COVID protocols.
One of the guards.
Sobey
Any of the
as well.
guards, get out. Then the 5 is going to set the punch screen. Guards, you just got to set it up, all right? If you don't pass it to one of the wings, hit Ty. Ty, you're going to pass it right back and then set the punch screen. Or, as the guards go, just kick it ahead and then get on the rim. That's it. And then if you want, we can get into wedge. That's all we got to do, all right? Keep our heads here, fellas.
Hey, if LP walks it up, we're in wide. Go.
Really appreciate the access we get into the huddles. Of course, we can't show the board that James Duncan's working on either, so that's why we won't show that, but certainly to hear the conversation going on. Just to clarify, of course, Nathan Sobey has a knee injury, not COVID protocols. He's sitting there behind the bench, but he's certainly missing his scoring punch at the moment. But it's made this game so entertaining, it's so evenly matched.
Well, they're missing Sobes for sure. And you hear James Duncan in that huddle, just making sure they're organised with their ability to advance the ball, the press break. Turnover in the backcourt, he doesn't want that to happen, so wants them to handle the pressure and then try to punish it down the other end.
Oh, Mark Mill right on the situation there.
That's just great ball pressure.
Yep. Ball was just ushered toward the sideline and ran out of real estate.
Okay.
And Cairns turned it over. Turnover number 9 for the Taipans. Brisbane has 10 in that category. Kadee, pass Bull Quoll.
Come on, Bull.
Goes on with the dribble.
Offensive faker. Offensive faker. Watch him.
And now back to the halfway line. Shot clock to single numbers. Bounce pass, Harrison. Dances into the paint, off the glass, comes up with a finish.
Good footwork from Harrison. Bull Quoll's pressure kept the ball in Kadee's hands for that possession, but eventually able to find the big fella striding to the hoop.
Bull lost control of it there. Chance now for Brisbane. Kadee. Well, the poor pass picked off by McCall. Trying to get Robert Franks involved. Franks, after being 6 of 8 from the field at quarter time, has taken 2 shots since then. He's drifted out of the game. He's been involved enough. Nartai. Pinder went strong. And so, again, do they do through Zimmerman and earn a trip to the free throw line.
And that is offensive rebound number 12 by the Taipans, doing a great job on the board. On the boards, giving themselves second and third chance opportunities.
And that man, Steven Zimmerman's been a huge part of that, hasn't he, Corey?
He has.
That's how he needs to get himself into the game. You see he's leading the game in rebounds more than half. 6 of those 11 boards have come at the offensive end. Pinder, McCall, others chipping in, but his work in particular, winning extra possessions for the Snakes.
And this is what I want to see Robert Franks do. In the first quarter, like you said, he had 14 points. He's on 4 rebounds. If they're not calling your number, they're not getting you the ball in the post, go eat off the glass. What's happening is he's going further and further away from the basket, hanging out at that 3-point line. So when he gets to touch, he's not even really in a position to score. Go in the post.
Seesawing affair from Nissan Arena in Brisbane. Moss, coast to coast, dropped it off. Pass wasn't great. Widnes was equal to the challenge and got it back. And now Patterson with single numbers on the shot clock. Moss against Zimmerman. Needs Patterson, who's now being asked to do a lot and was a long way off. And shot clock expiring in the background, so it's going to be a shot clock violation as we go courtside to Derek Rucker.
And Corey, I understand 100 what you're saying about Frank's need to get down in the block, but also there's a tremendous burden on his teammates to make sure they get the ball to him. Even if it's high post catches, they've got to get the ball in the areas where he's dangerous. That last possession, he didn't even touch the ball. So somebody out there has to take initiative, lead the team, and provide some direction on each offensive possession.
I agree, especially with Sobey not in the game. He should be more of a focal point, especially right now.
You can't go 6 of 8 and then only have 2 shots in the next 2 quarters. Here's McCall. Zimmerman, loose ball, couldn't finish it. Now in dispute, all out of court, and Brisbane will come up with possession.
Where they've had success, the Bullets, to try to find Robert Franks in those areas. They've got some sets that they can go to. Small to big cross screen. They bring Robert Franks into the block from the other side of the lane. You need to go back to some of that type of action.
Amy Wigness working against Marshall Nelson. Harrison working on Zimmerman. Elevation, couldn't complete it. Moss, loose ball. Pinder came up with it. Now Tajir McCall. Saw an opening. Up past Patterson. Under Zimmerman. Trouble reeling it in. Deflected out of court. Referee's pointing Cairns' ball.
James Duncan's having a look at it. The Bullets, their replay man has a quick look at it. They decide not to challenge. Nelson.
McCall works into the paint. Wants Zimmerman. Hot pass. Did well to reel it in. And they'll get it back again. 2 on the shot clock.
2 seconds. Got a rebound. Seconds on the shot.
Okay, show us where. Can you show me when?
Moss sits down. Tanner Krebs checks back in. A little over a minute out from 3-quarter time. We started this quarter with the teams tied at 53. The margin hasn't been bigger than 3 at any stage since then. Things 22. Leads all scores, including 11 in this quarter. Out of the 20 his team have scored, and Zimmerman back with a double-double. His season high is 14 rebounds, Zimmerman. He's going to have to fire here. Nelson off the mark. Pinder climbs up over the back of Franks to keep the offensive rebound and keep it alive. And another chance here for the Taipans as McCall works into the paint. Can't convert. Loose ball. Well done, Krebs. Controlled it nicely and then got after it. Here's Patterson. They work it outside. Busted play. Franks off the mark. Nartai the rebound.
Good work from Pinder, both ends of the floor. Offensive rebound. They couldn't convert, but walling up on Patterson in transition. And the Taipans get the stop.
Travelling violation called on Tajir McCall. Only 2 points since half-time for McCall, who's gone quiet at the offensive end.
McCall is working yet again on a triple-double with turnovers.
He's working on a quadruple.
Quadruple.
17 points, 6 boards, 4 dimes, 4 steals. Those 6 turnovers. The only blemish there, add a block into the mix on a very healthy stat line.
And he sits down for a rare break as well. He's played 29 minutes. Might be his first sub of the game.
Grabbed a quick rest midway through this term for a possession or 2. Adam Ford trying to squeeze the juice out of that lemon.
Taipans with possession. Shot clock not in effect here as we head toward 3-quarter time. That's by as many as 13 in the opening quarter. The Taipans is Zimmerman. Couldn't finish it. Another chance. Nartai, known 3-point shooter. Can't connect either. So we will turn for home here with the Taipans holding a 2-point lead. 3-quarter time at Nissan Arena. It's Cairns 73, Brisbane 71 in the Battle of Queensland on the Hungry Jacks NBL. Well, the Sunshine Stoush generally puts on a good affair, and we're getting one here tonight. The Taipans 73 leading Brisbane 71. Head-to-head 26-21 Brisbane over Cairns, including the last 5 wins. But right now, Cairns with a good opportunity to snap that drought.
Tightly contested third quarter, was all tied up at half-time, and a 2-point advantage for the Snakes heading into the final period. And that man, Majuk Deng, big third term, 11 points since half-time. He's got a game-high 22.
Cairns restart with a possession arrow here and a 2-point edge. They've led for 95% of this game as Zimmerman muscles in against Harrison, works back to the non-preferred right hand and adds another 2. A double-double now for Zimmerman.
11 points, 12 rebounds, 7 offensive. Great execution by Cairns in the opening term. Money time now, Liam.
Kadee, use of the body against Bulkwal. Here's Harrison, the elbow, given some latitude. Oh, nice pass. Just fed it around the body of Zimmerman to find Patterson for the easy finish.
Another great executed play. Big fella dropping dimes. I like to see Franks in the post in this quarter. And plays ran for him.
Bulkwal for Pinder. Turned Nartai. Wants Zimmerman. Had to go and fetch it. Shot clock drops down to 7. What a pass inside. Nartai rolling to the hoop. How's the IQ from Stephen Zimmerman to find him?
Beautiful pass. Not the first one we've seen from him tonight. The bigs dropping dimes at each end of the floor, and they're playing through Zimmerman in the post to begin this fourth quarter. Not something we've seen much from the Snakes over the course of the season so far, but it's working for him to begin this fourth period.
And the good thing about that is it's also given TJ McCall opportunity to rest on offense.
So the Taipans open up a 5-point edge. It's the biggest we've seen since the middle stages of the second quarter. And this arm wrestle for bragging rights in Queensland. Here's Krebs. Harrison rolling to the hoop with the right hand, comes up with the finish.
They get the bucket, but they miss Robert Franks that possession. We're harping on it, but he needs more of the pill. That Bulkwal switches on to Robert Franks. He just needs to roll into the block, demand the ball. You say go after it on the offensive glass, but also he needs to be a little more aggressive in putting his hand up and saying, give me the rock.
Good work again from Kadee against Bulkwal, but he stayed with it and is rewarded as he adds another 2.
Listen to me. I'm telling you, that's Rookie of the Year. He is getting it done. 7 of 10 from the field, a dub. You don't know what a dub is? It's 20. That's the points that he has. We going upstairs.
Love pass for
we are going upstairs.
Well, it's out to a 7-point edge now for the Taipans.
11-1. Hands down.
Nartai will pick up the foul, his second.
Well, they're getting after it, Cairns. Bit of ball pressure, getting up in the lanes, and 2-on-1. Easy money for the Snakes in transition. Pinder finishes above the rim.
Let's go to Derek Rucker.
And the tension is lifted in the building as everybody's aware of the importance of this game. The Bullets just cannot afford to drop the 4th in a row, knowing that they have a slew of away games, John. And, you know, to borrow one of your expressions, hit me with one, Case. Hit me with one of your expressions where this thing is on Tinder hooks. Hit me with one, Case.
Don't know if I can just peel that off, sort of ad hoc.
But this
Need to feel the moment.
Yeah, it's really tense. It's gone quiet, and right now Lamar Patterson was lifted out of the lineup based on that backdoor cut that he got hit with. So James Patterson trying to hold this lineup accountable on the defensive end, but they need some scoring also.
So Krebs restarts. Here's Harrison with it. To the foul line. Shot clock to single numbers. Krebs knocks down the shot.
Much needed bucket too by Krebs. Brisbane.
Cairns by 5. Almost 3 minutes played in the final quarter here. McCall Pinder, who rises up and off glass, adds another 2.
Has been in really good form last few games. Giving this undermanned Cairns Taipans team quality minutes off the bench.
He's making good decisions too, Keanu Pinder. You know, last season in Adelaide, we saw him spacing out a lot, trying to shoot from range. There, I like the fact he caught it on the move, attacking, using his athleticism to finish at the rim. And yeah, okay, picks up the foul there, but he's working hard, getting up, pressuring the ball, sliding his feet, trying to get to the spot, and giving really good minutes off the bench for Adam Ford.
He had his critics in Adelaide last season. I thought he was more productive than he was given credit for there. Because he did have, he was foul prone last season, fouled out 6 times. But he's given a little more confidence in Cairns by Adam Ford, and he's really rising to the occasion.
And that's what Adam Ford does. He's a player's coach. He's going to instill a lot of confidence in you. He's going to support you. He's going to back you. He's going to push you and challenge you. Don't test your manhood. Cairns so far have answered that call. We got 7 minutes left.
There's Franks working on Pinder. And it's a 4th team foul on the Taipans here in this quarter with 7 minutes to play. That is a worry, and that's a low percentage play from the man we were just talking about.
No, you're right, Case. A little rush of blood there. Just needs to be solid. Again, right here in the block. Just be solid, make it tough.
Franks lob pass, or Harrison had it, but then he's been out of sorts tonight. You know, he had an injury problem. I don't want to make excuses for him, but it hasn't been the high standard we used to expect from him as McCaw adds to his tally.
You cannot give him that much room with a running head start. You got to close that off because things like that happen. Buckets.
Franks is short. Bullquall may have had a foot on the line there with the ball landed in his lap. The margin has grown out to 9. McCall just 4 points since halftime. This is worrying signs for Brisbane at the moment because it's starting to look a lot like the first quarter where Cairns were all over them and they couldn't stop them from scoring. 13 points to 6 since 3/4 time in favour of Cairns. Lamar Patterson playing with 4 fouls as well is a worry. And the Taipans with 14 fouls already in this quarter is a worry for them. Digba worked inside, nothing on offer, retreats to Dang, who fires from the top of the key and comes up with the goods.
Much needed bucket for the Bullets. Back to 6, and you're right, Case. This is a big moment for this Brisbane team. Shown some really good signs at times this season, but really need this win.
Franks has got it. Deng working hard, running with him, coast to coast, throws down the dunk. Well, they answer with 5 points of their own to get back to within 4.
Good offense by Deng, hitting the 3, getting that dunk in transition. 2-possession game.
Well, X Factor had 5 points at 3/4 time. Deng. Here's Pinder. Oh, he's just worried out of it by Deng. Ball came back to him. And they knocked down the shot as well from Marshall Nelson.
Talking about getting opportunity and taking advantage of it, making the right plays. Big bucket.
Digba called for a travelling violation. Turnover number 14 for Brisbane. Cairns has 12.
Dang, from the land of plenty on the kick out by Digbo. Running the floor and finishing above the rim. Nelson knocking down a big 3. Love when the
7-point lead for Cairns, 89-82. More soon. .524 to play. It's still up for grabs as it has been for most of the game.
We let it ride for a moment there, Adam Ford, in that calling that timeout. All the momentum was going Brisbane's way, and Marshall Nelson helped him out. Steps up, knocks down a big shot. Young guys taking advantage of opportunities. Nelson in a big moment. Bull Qual. Oh man, 20 points, 6 of 6 from long range. And guys are out. Others stepping up.
Zimmerman, 11 points, 12 rebounds again, 7 offensive. Pinda, 11 and 8.
Cairns on top by 7 here at the moment, and if you would like to get a shot from full court at an NBL game, you think you can. We saw Jason Kennedy hit one from half court on half time. 100,000 cash from full court, 50,000 cash from half court. Enter now at win.nbl.com.au/Latrobe. Get involved. Big money up for grabs here. And plenty on the line right now. McCall, shot clock at 5 against Digba. Looks inside. Majuk Deng turns around, can't finish it. Active work on the boards by Pinda and Deng Deng, who wins it back for the Bullets. Moss, dangerous in his situation, couldn't get it above the front of the rim, and Deng the rebound. 37-23 is the rebound count in favour of Cairns.
We have the next star, Tom Digba, taking the job of guarding Tajir McCall down the stretch here.
Coughed it up, spills to Moss. He's got Patterson rolling against Pinda. Taipans cannot afford to foul. 14 fouls already in this quarter, and Patterson gets to the top of the key against Pinda behind the back. Decides to fire nonetheless, and Patterson now is 16 in the game.
This is the Lamar Patterson when he first came to Brisbane. 2-time All-NBL. This is what he's looking like right now offensively. Hitting tough shots.
Nelson fires again, comes up with a big 3.
Love when the unexpected guys get the opportunity and step up big. 2 big 3s in the last 2 minutes by Nelson.
Look inside, Franks. Well, fouled. Free throws to come.
Well, what do you know? Franks gets the ball in the paint, and something good happens.
It was a good find from Lamar Patterson. Here is Marshall Nelson, just stepping up, no hesitation, all kinds of confidence from the young man. And I like this from Lamar Patterson. You talk about what we saw from Patterson when he first arrived was playmaking, not just scoring. It was top 10 in assists, both of those All-NBL first-team years. That's dropped away a little bit this year, 17th in assists across the league. But right there, making a good decision and finding his running mate down low.
With Liam on the other end, Coach James Duncan warned the guys during that last timeout. He said, you got to get up on the shooters. He thought they played Nelson too softly on the first one he made. And then on the second one, if you watch Deng Deng's closeout, hands down on the closeout. And a late hand is essentially no hand.
Yeah, they've had all kinds of trouble, Ruck, defending the three-point line. 11 triples for the Taipans at 44%. And they've let good shooters get open looks. And it's cost them all night long.
3:44 on the clock. Taipans have led for the vast majority of this game. If you joined us late, they led by as many as 13 in the opening quarter, by 11 in the second. It was tied at 53 at half-time, and since then it was quite an arm wrestle in the third, and now Cairns just edging ahead here again by as many as 9 in the fourth. And right now, 6 and possession for Cairns is the margin. Nelson under pressure. This is full qualifying. He's short, and the ball bounced on the baseline.
We just got stuck in the air there, Marshall Nelson. Adam Ford trying to take the ball out of Tajir McCall's hands for a moment. See if they can, he's got the 7 turnovers, get someone else to run the point, but that hasn't lasted long. Quick hook, Nelson's out. Zimmerman's back out there.
So Patterson brings Brisbane forward. They're down 6. And they go to Franks once more against Majuk Deng. Taipans, as I remind you, over the limit in terms of fouls in this quarter. So Patterson puts it on the deck, takes on multiple defenders. McCall went straight up and shut him down.
Good defense, meeting him upstairs.
Ball handling skills there from Bull Qual as well. One way back, the other. Zimmerman, lob pass. Deng, Patterson playing with 4 fouls. Did well just to corral him. They get it outside. Bull fires. And Frank's lost control. Somehow spilled the Deng. It turns around. Couldn't get it to go, but he'll go back to the free throw line.
It's just some wild, out-of-control play that somehow did not result in a turnover. He loses it. Wasn't even a pass. He just lost the ball. Ends up in Deng Deng's hands.
He can assist for that? No. Deng Deng knocks down a free throw?
He actually would.
I think he would.
Deng Deng, 64% free throw shooter coming into this game, 7 of 11. He's one of 8 players for Brisbane who've played every game this season coming into tonight. And he comes up empty. And 2.5 to play and down 6. That's not a result they were hoping for. The Taipans in the driver's seat here at the moment. Shot clock rolls to single numbers. This is Zimmerman spinning. Couldn't find a way past. Nartai eventually decides to get it into the corner, and why not? Because this man has been outstanding all night, Bull Qual.
Look, I don't know what's on the stove. I don't know what meal is being cooked up, but I need some of that. He is cooking.
That's good ball movement. Played through Zimmerman in the block. Double team comes, kick, and Kowal knocks down his 7th triple.
7 of 9 from deep now for Bull Qual. Only Harry Frolling with 8 has hit more threes in a game this season. Of course, Big Harry got it 8 of 10 against Adelaide in round 8. But Chris Golding, Will McDowell-White, Matthew Dellavedova have all hit 7 threes this season.
This has been a really impressive performance. We know what he gets done at the defensive end of the floor, this rookie, but shooting the lights out today. Shot like this in the preseason, and tonight has lit back up. Great find from Adam Ford out of the NBL1. He tracked him during his college days, and the work he did at the offensive end in particular, and played for Knox in the NBL1 South.
Wow.
Adam Ford brings him up to the tropics, and look at all those green dots around the arc. 7 of 9 from long range, a game high 23 points. Some kind of coming out party for Bull Qual today.
Should throw in Jalen Adams to the mix as well. He hit 7 threes in Brisbane in round 8. So they've had trouble containing 3-point shooters at home this season. The Brisbane Bullets, they're 3 of 3 at home, 4 and 6 overall on the season. Taipans just the 6 games, a 2-4 record, but up here at the moment by 9. We'll have 2 minutes to play. Patterson took on multiple defenders, came up empty. McCall did well, got past to D. And retrieves the pass from Nartai as well. Inside 2 minutes to play. And McCall has to go back and retrieve it. Shot clock works to 5. Here's the danger man. Oh, he did 8! 8 threes!
Killing them!
12-point lead, 90 seconds to play. That's an excellent finish coming there from Franks, who wanted the and one. But 90 seconds to play, and the Taipans lead by 10 possession.
Make him dribble, 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 make him dribble.
James Duncan with the advice for Deng Deng. Working against Majuk Deng. And earns a trip to the free throw line. Taipans' highest score of the season. And Bull Qual with 26 points, including 8 of 10 threes. No one has shot the ball better from long range this season.
Listen, I know what a Rookie of the Year looks like. And if you don't, it is this man on screen right here. That is it. Defensively, every night he brings it. Adam Ford is a player's coach. He's going to continue to push him and give him that green light to shoot. This man right here came to play too. That's how you answer the call. When your coach calls you out, bring it the next day, the next game. And that's exactly what they did. 100 points underman about 20 players, and they drop 100 on the road.
It's been impressive. They had 53 at halftime, and Brisbane have challenged them. The Cairns kept finding answers. This is Isaiah Moss who's been impressive. This time came up Andy McCall with the rebound.
We want points. Score it out. We want points.
They want points, Adam Ford said. They're up 12 inside the last 60 seconds. The Sunshine Stoush.
You're going to put this up. Why not?
Chip Dang taking them on once more and earning a trip to the free throw line.
Good take from Dang. He's got 24. Let's continue to sing the praises of Bull Qual. His game high, 26. And you talk about Adam Ford. This is what I love about Adam Ford. And you go back to his days past Sydney when he was with the Perth Wildcats. He used to talk about how hard-working he was an assistant coach. You go to the Next Gen camp or you go to the Summer League, Adam Ford was always there from the start of the day to the end of the day, scouting, taking notes. So while this kid's getting work done at Cal Baptist University and Detroit Mercy and no one's paying attention, Adam Ford sees what's going on. He sees him play for Knox, pulls him out, the rabbit out of the hat this season, and he's helped him to get a huge win this afternoon.
And I spent some time with him yesterday when they had a light workout, and well, it wasn't exactly light. They did get up and down. But then he made an optional training shoot-around this morning, and all the guys showed up. So he had a good feeling coming into this game. He thought their energy was right. He thought the mentalities was right. And now he got the right result.
Well, Taipans, their highest score of this season. Their highest score last season was 103. It came in Brisbane as well, interestingly enough. And Brisbane trying to wallpaper over some cracks here at the moment, bringing the pressure. Timeout call, 25 and a bit seconds left on the clock. Margin is 10. Cadee and Franks supplying the heat there against Bull Qual.
I imagine I'll probably challenge that. The Bullets, they call timeout. Looked like it might have come off Bull Qual in the end. 10-point margin, 25 to play. It's not going to change the result, but just trying to battle their way to the finish, the Bullets.
And the Bullets, well, just struggling at the moment as well. Lost their last game to the Phoenix by 15, lost to Melbourne prior to that by 12, lost to the Kings prior to that by 24. And this is going to be 4 on the trot, all by double figures, the way it's shaping at the moment. Of course, we know that their best has been impressive. They beat Perth in Perth, and they've beaten Illawarra, and they've also beaten Southeast Melbourne Phoenix 100 to 84. So the problem has been the difference between their best and their worst. It's probably been a little too wide. Not only are they under the highest score for their score this season, the Taipans, but it's now the highest score in the NBL this season.
Well, frustrating for Bullets fans for all those reasons you just mapped out there, Case, because they have had some good wins.
Oh, it's been reviewed. It is overturned. It is now blue ball with 14 seconds on the shot clock.
They win the coach's challenge, get the ball back, but then they let themselves down. I mean, this is not okay. The Bullets in front of their home fans are hugely depleted Taipans lineup, and they outworked them, outplayed them, and outlasted them in the end.
Franks gets another 2 to add to his tally. Puts the margin into single figures. 22 now for Robert Franks, but he had 14 of those at quarter time. And
Majuk Dang and Bull Qual both with 26.
They've done an outstanding job, undermanned the Taipans to rally to get into the century. And that doesn't look good for Robert Franks. He just stopped a little short there. And let's hope this isn't going to be more drama for Brisbane. Just on landing there, hyperextended the knee.
Does look like a little bit of a hyperextension. Case, hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's in a bunch of pain. There he is, jumping about. That's a good sign. Where was this defensive intensity and effort and energy from the Bullets throughout most of the ball game? 102 points, that's way too many to give up. James Duncan came in saying, we need to get a lot better defensively. I had the scout against the Bullets when I was a Kings assistant, he said, and we knew we could score on you guys. And they've let themselves down in that department tonight, especially guarding the three-point line. 13 made threes for Cairns at nearly 50%.
Loose ball off the missed free throw. And again, we're going to just review that. Cairns by 8, 7 seconds to play.
The white ball, correct?
In terms of this performance tonight from Lil Qual, 8 threes is the equal most by a Cairns Taipans player. Last time it was achieved was 2008, and Stephen Black knocked down 8 threes, and prior to that, our commentary pal Anthony Stewart did it 3 times, hitting 8 threes. So that's a great night at the office, and full credit to Bukwal and to the Cairns Taipans, who have spoken about no Machado, no Courtney, no Jerich, no Kenny, no Nate Jawai. And here they are with 100 and beating their Queensland rivals. 100 plus. And again, the way that they bought into this has impressed me. They've done it all season, where backs against the wall, but they never give up. They might make mistakes, but you won't catch them not playing hard. And that's full credit to Adam Ford and every player there, because it's easy here. You look at that injury list and say, well, this isn't going to end well. I might just, you know, do a little bit here and there. No, we can win this game, said Adam Ford. I'll challenge you to win this game. Get better, be professional. Like me, I need to get better. And here they are getting better. And full credit to them. They're going to be 3 and 4 after this. Their first road win.
Overturned, blue ball.
And I can't say enough positives about what they've done. Hope the fans in Cairns are enjoying this. I'm sure they are. Addison fires deep. Pinder losing balance, kept it alive. Spills to Nelson. Well, Zimmerman throws it down right on the buzzer. It's after the event, but it doesn't matter because the Cairns Taipans have snapped a 5-game losing streak to Brisbane and have prevailed here by 8 points in the final analysis. It's Cairns 102, Brisbane 94, with the highest score of the NBL season.
Big win for the Taipans. That man, Adam Ford, put the heat on his roster during the week. And they well and truly responded. A bunch of key guys out, a bunch of them watching on from home in Cairns right now. Scott Machado, Quat Noi, Mirko Jeric, and their teammates have really stepped up. Footlocker player of the game, Bull Qual. What an outstanding performance from that young man. 8 from 10 from long range, 26 points, and so he should smile. Helping lead his way to a really important victory.
Great way to kick off our doubleheader. The Cairns Taipans get home here by 8 points over the Brisbane Bullets. We've got more for you. Stay with us here on the Hungry Jacks NBL.